Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Paige. If you've never seen my face before, then please consider subscribing before you leave. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. So today we're going to be talking all things pregnancy must-haves. I'm currently in my second trimester, but today we're going to rewind a little bit and talk about the first. The first trimester was not your girl's friend, so I feel like I am the perfect person to tell you the things that you need if you're going to be on the struggle bus like I was, because I was most definitely on the struggle bus. If y'all want to see from my first trimester the symptoms and all the things that I was dealing with, I will link that video up above so that you can go and watch that if you haven't already, and you can see all of the wonderful things that I had to endure during the first trimester. So this list of things that I have compiled are definitely things that are going to attempt in trying to make life a little bit easier for you during the first trimester. Some things you just gotta ride it out, but for the most part I do have some things that will try to help you at least be able to deal with it better. The first must-have that I want to talk about is definitely download all the apps. I feel like that's just a no-brainer. When you get pregnant, you're so excited and you download all the apps. But I did want to talk about some of the ones that I think were really helpful. I love the Pregnancy Plus app. I thought it was just the coolest thing ever. I still do think it's cool because you can see the baby, and as the baby grows, it takes up more and more room on the screen of your phone. You can do like the actual size, so it's kind of giving you, a visual aid of how big the baby is around that time, and you can hear a heart beating on there. It's just every week when I turn a new week, that's the first app that I go to. Some other ones that I do enjoy are the What to Expect app, as well as the Bump, and I did recently download Ovia because a lot of people also recommended that one. So those are some apps that I would use because there are a lot of things that are changing very quickly, and I love being able to read not only about the baby every week and what's changed and what's progressed, but I also enjoy reading about myself, what to expect with myself, like the boob pain and all of that, the different aches and pains that you're going to be having. It's really nice to know that you're not alone, and I feel like those apps definitely help with that. If you suffer from morning sickness like I did and still do, yes, you will still later on. I hope for your sake that it ends quickly, abruptly, but mine has not. I will be 22 weeks here shortly and it has not gone away. But to make life a little bit easier, yes, try all the ginger things you possibly can. I'm not gonna knock those, but I had got to the point that just the sound, just somebody saying ginger, ginger tea, ginger candy, ginger ale, all the ginger things, I would get so sick when somebody would recommend it. But yes, definitely try it. If it works for you, try that. But I just got to the point that nothing helped until I went to the doctor and got some actual medicine. And you don't have to do that. If you want to write it out and throw up every day, you can do that. But to make my life easier, I got on some medicine. I was still nauseous throughout the day, but the medicine keeps me from throwing up all of my food, so that I'm able to keep that nutrients in and help this baby to continue to grow. But my Diclejus definitely helped, but something that would help in between there is mints and gum. I did buy the Preggy Pops and attempted in taking some of those, but even the thought of that candy made me sick. So winter mint, like Lifesaver mints, were a lifesaver, literally. I kept those in all my bags. I had them in my pockets of my pants, like wherever I was going, I had them with me at all times. And then the double mint chewing gum was something else that I would keep, and also Listerine strips. You don't know how much those things will help you. It's like they immediately take away that horrible taste in your mouth that you just can't seem to get rid of, that makes you extra nauseous. That helps tremendously. Something else that is super important that not enough people talk about is your bowels. This is something I feel like for the entire pregnancy, not necessarily for a certain trimester, but a squatty potty is super important because things are moving in there and your digestion is not the best ever that it used to be. Just gonna be honest with you, you're gonna be constipated, and something to make your life a whole lot easier is a squatty potty. Trust me, I'm not even gonna go into detail, but that was one thing that I was super duper happy about purchasing, because I not only enjoy it, but my husband uses it too, so everybody can use it in the family. But trust me, even if you're not pregnant, it is a lifesaver for sure. Also, this is the time that your skin maybe is starting to stretch. It might be a little drier depending on the symptoms that you have, but get you a lotion or an oil that you enjoy using. Maybe it's, if you like bio oil, I've heard fantastic things about that. I will be introducing that in a couple weeks. I haven't really have much stretching and dry skin going on, but all of the Palmer's cocoa butter stomach stuff, all of that pregnant stuff that they have is amazing. I personally love the smell of it. I know some people don't like the smell, but it smells like a cocoa butter. It almost smells like chocolate to me. But that's something that I really enjoyed. I would incorporate that into my nightly routines, and it was just like me and baby time, and I would like think of the things that I would hope for her life and just rub all the things on my belly. Water is super important, but it was something that I could not drink a lot of in the first trimester. You want to stay hydrated because you do not want to be dehydrated and have to take a trip to the hospital to get an IV. You don't want all of that. But to make it easier on you, if you can't drink plain water, I could not drink water unless it was ice cold and had a little bit of lemon in it. That was the only way that I could drink it. If it was remotely room temperature, I could not drink it. So I got me a nice cup that I really enjoyed. I think that's a must-have, a cup that will not only make you, excited about drinking your water because it's pretty, but a cup that will keep it insulated, keep it cool for long. I hate a cup that sweats, so I don't like the condensation on a cup, so I will link down below all the things that I'm talking about, including my favorite cups to use. But a little bit of lemon and ice in my water definitely helped me get more water into my system. Also, if you want, you can definitely try some of those little squirt bottle things, like the water enhancers, but be careful because those do have like artificial sweeteners, and some are even caffeinated, so you kind of got to watch that. But my favorite was just a little bit of lemon and ice in my water, and that definitely helped me. Snacks, and I don't mean random snacks, I mean pretty bland, basic snacks, and keep them at arm's reach. You might not think that you need them as often as you do, but some women, I know their sickness would hit them first thing in the morning as soon as their feet hit the floor. So a lot of people will recommend you to keep something on your nightstand that you can easily reach. Eat you a saltine cracker or two before you even get out of the bed. It's just something to settle your stomach a bit before you start moving. So you can try saltine crackers, maybe some pretzels, any kind of dry nuts, or Ritz crackers. All of those were very, very helpful. So I would recommend making sure you got something that you can constantly just snack on here and there, because an empty stomach is a nauseous stomach, and I learned that really quickly. Obviously, you need prenatals, but something that I think not a lot of people talk about, if you are having problems with nausea, you do not want to be swallowing a big old pill. And there aren't many prenatals that I know that are not a big pill. I have been doing the gummy version of the vitamins, but I did have to switch because those are making me nauseous. It was the 1-a-day prenatals, and oh my gosh, I could open the container and they were gummy. But the purple ones, they were orange and purple. The purple one, I couldn't even eat it anymore. It would make me so nauseous just the thought of it. So I switched over to the Ollie brand, and I was able to take those. They were perfectly fine. They reminded me of candy. They didn't make me sick. So I would highly recommend doing that. And not only that, but I take mine at night right before I go to bed. So if it does give you a little bit of like that nauseous feeling, you're going to sleep anyway. So I do not recommend taking them first thing in the morning. Your body is going to start changing in that first trimester, and I think this is the time to get some clothes that are a little easier on your belly. So maybe some more leggings that are a little belly, more belly friendly, some yoga pants. Try to take it easy as much as you can in this first trimester. I think it's super important to rest as much as you possibly can. You don't want to stress yourself out, especially in the first trimester. All of the, the the major things are happening in that first trimester, so you don't want to overdo it. So rest as much as you possibly can. Sleep is your friend if you can sleep. Definitely make sure that you're sleeping as much as you possibly can in this first trimester. Okay guys, so make sure to leave your comments down below. What was some things or tips and tricks that you have that you'd like to share with us here in our YouTube community that just saved your life in your first trimester, that made your life so much easier, that was a definite must-have? I would love to see what you guys leave down there. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.